Hello everyone, it's Big Alski. Well, at the start of Chapter 9, I go back to the Maramasa shop back in Chapter 8, buy some exploding arrows. They really help for the fights coming up here. Now here, just, do the same Nimpo. And, I went back and fought these fights, and I'll tell you from which point. But like on that fight, if you don't take as many steps forward, you want to make sure you can still kill all three, but you can get up to like a 19,000 point, kill bonus. Now on here, I didn't kill him in two shots or one shot, so that, took some extra time. So, I went back and refought all, these two fights here. And, after you, kill those guys, just chain ETs with the Warhammer. That's one reason why we upgraded it to level 2 is for that, because sometimes the level 1 Warhammer didn't kill these guys. So I grabbed the arrows, went back and saved, grabbed the Scarab back there, and then fought this fight. And again, I went back and refought it. The first one you can always just blindly shoot and hit it. Now here, I suck with the bow. I always have. That's just part of it. That's the reason I suck at Halo 3 is because my sniping ability sucks. This just kind of proves it right here. But here, just shoot them as fast as you can. Know where their spawn points are, and then just pick them off as they come out if you can. Now, Sabotage once said that he had a Fiend challenge that came in here. He didn't know how he triggered it. It brought some debate. And this was a few years ago, probably 3 or 4 years ago, whenever he talked about it. But again, this is why I also want to have, all my strongbow arrows too, so I don't have to go into the other side and get the core arrows. But, there was some debate over at Ninja Fortress about it. I think some other, maybe GameFAQs or Iberian site talked about it, but nobody could seem to get it done. And then, I guess if there was one in there, you could always tell by the end of chapter kills. I mean, if you get your 100,000 kill bonus by fighting all these fights here, if you missed the Fiend challenge, you would definitely know it. So maybe that was just a glitch, but that would have been really cool if there was one. So I went back to save again, came here, and then this fight right here, there's no reason to even move. Just, pull out your exploding arrows and pick these guys off one at a time. That's pretty much all it is. Just control your levels of zoom, and like I said, there's no point to even move. They're not going to have time to do anything to you. I'm really glad that, this is more about speed versus, getting as many UTs. It's a lot more fun and relaxing than trying to get as many UTs or ETs as you can within the time limit. It's sad to see all this, go away. But so I finished this, go and save, equip my Inferno, and on the tank fight, I tried it a few times, and sometimes he would start off shooting at me, and sometimes he wouldn't, and I would jump away. It seems like no matter what he did, I could never get the jump on him, so I just got tired of it and just Inferno Nimpo. That way, it cancels out any, whatever he does at the beginning, just so I can, start shooting at him. Now, that extra roll right there that I did probably cost me a couple thousand points. Time's really critical on here. And again, let me just Nimpo, it gets rid of the gunner, sorry about that, and just lets me, just keep firing at him. I could have probably jumped a little early over to the arrow box, but, again, a few seconds here and there might have, added, 3,000 or 4,000 points. So it adds up quick here. So refill all my arrows, and then just come up here and shoot these guys. And as long as you don't go too far, you won't trigger the scene. Now, I tried to pull the essence in to show that you could do that, but I didn't release it early enough. But I go back and save, and then just fight the helicopter. And the helicopter fight could be a lot better. I missed one right there. Actually, what happened was I finished the rest of the chapter out on my disc, on my recording disc, and there's the little fire wheels trick. so you can get a couple more shots in. Now you want to get back to the arrow box to refill, and I couldn't find it, so I wasted some time here. But needless to say, none of that really matters, because all my good runs that I had on the helicopter, on the radio tower coming up, and for the end of the game and the start of chapter 10, my disc didn't finalize good. So all of these scores that you're seeing right now are actually not the best scores that I got, and the chapter score I'm going to finish up with is a greater score here. I just remade these just to really get them on disc. So I use the flails, and then of course I target the dead guy again. But the flying swallow, whatever it's called for the flails, I think it's the red hot firebrand or something like that. Plus the Y usually kills the guys. And again, you have the Dobby. You want to get the scarab, the 25th scarab here before you, or right when you flip up, is the one for the double arrow. So you really want to make sure you get that. And then here, you can shoot the rockets, of course, and you can see their little laser, the little red laser coming out, so you can see where they are. So again, trying to hit them right when they're coming out before they shoot is ideal. I actually, on the other run, or the other score that I got, had a better run here, so I decided at the end to show that you can intercept, the rocket blast. So, change over to your core arrows. It's cheaper than, or it's faster than going to refill and refill your exploding arrows and get back in position. So now I'm just waiting to show that you can intercept the rocket. Again, the score that I get here really doesn't matter, because it's not I finished with something else. So you can intercept the rockets, you can intercept their fire, their bullet fire. I think you can't really intercept the tank blast. I tried to and got blown away, and the same thing with the missiles for the rockets. So do this again, go back and save, come out here, and on this, don't kill all of the guys. Just kill 3 of them, and then jump down and open this ghostfish chest. Usually we would start that out a little earlier, but in here these kills count, and even though I don't make the time limit, it's worth about 50 or 40,000 more points to go down and kill all the fish, because they're worth 20, or they're worth 100,000 because there's 20 of them times 5. Again, here just Nimpo. I took a few, one extra step, which probably cost me 1,000 points. Again, it all adds up really quick. And then these last few fights are just chaining, or dragging the essence, from the previous fight. Now I did have enough money to, buy a Nimpo. I still want to make my essence bonus, so I was able to refill my Nimpo, and I'm still going to be able to upgrade my Dobby and UF at the beginning of chapter 10. So just follow all this. You actually have time after this fight to go and save, just in case the beginning part of chapter 10 doesn't go well, and it doesn't for me. But again, it doesn't matter, because this is just, again, kind of a re-recording just to get this on disc. So I finished the whole chapter with, again, I went back to save, refilled my Life of the Gods, all of that stuff. I finished the chapter with 15,550,800. So just going back and doing better on the rockets and the helicopter, or the radio tower and the helicopter, gained me another 11,000 points. But anyway, that's it. We'll see you in chapter 10. Take care.